Be careful not to have spirituality override practicality. Case point is where one of the teachers of religious law was sort of in a debate with Jesus. Jesus just got done debating his team. There's a group of Pharisees and Sadducees. Now, after this debate, when he went up to Jesus and said, "What must I do to inherit eternal life?" "I observe all 10 commandments." Said Jesus liked this person. And he looked at him and asked him another question. Or I should say, he posed another challenge to him. He said, "All right, if you want to be truly perfect, go and sell everything you have and give it to the poor, and then come follow me." It said the rich man walked away very sad because he had a lot of possessions. This is where spirituality can override practicality if you're not careful. There's nothing about this guy's material gain that would have really stopped him from following Christ. This man didn't have to give up everything that he had in order to inherit the kingdom. That's not how that works. If that were the case, then what we're saying is, in order to get into the kingdom of heaven, you need to possess a poverty consciousness. The man was only wrong in walking away sad. He should have just walked away. He didn't have to walk away sad. The fact that he walked away sad was indicative of him putting spirituality above practicality. It's not practical for you to give up everything you have and sell it to the poor. It might look holy. It might seem perfect. It might guide you. The title is perfect and the title is righteous. It might grant you all of those things. But it's not gonna, if you and your family are going hungry, that's not going to be looked at as a mark of righteousness, that you give up, that you take food out of your own family's mouth, out of your own baby's mouth to feed complete strangers. If the guy did this and had a family, this is what would have been the case. And he would have been putting spirituality above practicality. He should not have been sad. It was enough for him actually to just observe the 10 commandments, because if he's observing those, then he's fulfilling the law and he's thereby perfect. He didn't have to give up all of his possessions, sell them to the poor in order to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. Even if he did that, he would not have been perfect, because humans are not perfect. So this was kind of like a trick question, and spiritually is a trap to put you into poverty consciousness. So be careful and be very aware not to put your spirituality above practicality. These things should actually go hand in hand. If you want to give to the poor, give to the poor, but don't give all of your substance to the poor, because you're going to be poor as a result. And that's a sin, to impoverish yourself. That's exactly what the man would have did had he been zealous enough to go and sell all that he had. Yeah, he would have been recognized as a disciple. Yeah, he would have been able to follow Jesus immediately, because he would have cut off all his worldly ties. But follow Jesus where? Follow Jesus to what? To the cross? Is that what this rich man's path and destiny should have been? This guy was already connected. He was rich. He had many things. So he was probably doing something right. Just because a person is rich and full of possessions doesn't mean that they're doing something wrong. Doesn't mean that they're evil. Wealth and evil are not synonymous. Just like poverty and holiness is not synonymous. You got to be practical with this spirituality and learn how to enrich others, but keep yourself enriched at the same time. You can give of your substance, but don't give all your substance. You understand that? So it's cool. Go ahead and do your spiritual climb and everything like that. But don't think that poverty is a part of it. Because last time I checked, being broke don't make you feel holy. Being broke doesn't make you feel closer to God. No, it doesn't. Don't let anybody from the old world trick you into that either. Just because they took a vow of poverty doesn't make poverty the standard for holiness.